Yeah, g'day viewers, and welcome back to Out and About with Jonno and Jez. Back in the kitchen. I've got a lamb roast that I've just put into the oven. I didn't show you the prep because it's pretty easy stuff. I'll show you now that while I'm having a look at it, what I actually did to the leg of lamb. Got a load of vegetables here as well from the garden, so we're looking forward to having those as well. So we'll just have a quick look and see where we're up to. Oh. So this is the leg of lamb, guys. Now what I do with the lamb is I cut some little holes in it. I get some rosemary from the garden, not too much because rosemary can be, I think, a bit overpowering. I know they say rosemary and lamb are a marriage made in heaven, but look, I just don't know. One of the things I do like to do though is I like to fill some of the other holes with anchovies. It works as a great seasoning. I know a few of you are going, oh, anchovies, I hate them, but really, you don't actually taste the anchovies, it just gives it a nice flavour to the meat. And the other thing I do with it is when I finished with the anchovies, I use the anchovy oil instead of olive oil over the top of the lamb. And some of our sea salt that we've made, I used a rosemary and thyme salt on this one. So that's looked like it's coming along quite well. About 40 minutes we'll put the vegetables in and we'll show you what it looks like as we're going along. Well, welcome back there viewers. It's time to check the lamb and see how it's going and get the vegetables in. Let's have a look. Well, it's a shame you can't smell this because it smells bloody great. So that's the lamb there. As you can see, it's colouring up nicely. The anchovies are starting to melt. What we'll do is we'll take the what's normally the chef's bit off the end, the little shank here. But in this house, this bit goes to the boss, and the boss in this house is Jez, so that's the piece that she gets. Look at that. She'll have a lovely gnaw on that shortly. So I've just done the vegetables, tossed the pumpkin and the spuds in some olive oil, and we'll throw them into the pan. Just like that. Let's get rid of that over there. Really does smell fantastic, guys. So I've recently taken to cooking my pumpkin with the skin on it. Just seems to hold its structure a little bit more. I think I prefer to do that. And that's the potatoes in. In a little while we'll do the broccoli in some water. Oh, don't forget the onion. Definitely got to have that. Broccoli in some salted water, and then we'll drain it off and toss it in a little bit of olive oil. With the zucchini here, isn't that a ripper? It's from the garden today. We'll chop that up. Not all of it. We don't need all of that. And we'll fry that off in some garlic butter. It's absolutely stunning, guys. So I'll check back with you guys shortly. Okay, if you just thought we'd have a bit of a progress look, if you can tilt that camera. There it is there, guys. If you can see, the vegetables are really starting to get some colour on them. I've taken the rosemary out now because I don't want the rosemary to overpower it. I'll just pop that back into the oven. Just bear with me 1 second, I've got something else to show you. So what I have here, viewers, is the gravy. You can see that there. I call this cheats gravy. I mean, I do a master stock and sometimes take 2 or 3 days doing a stock, but this is cheats gravy. It takes no time at all. I do 3 versions. This is the lamb version. I do one with beef, one with pork. Actually, I do 4. I do a chicken one, which is just like Kentucky Fried Chicken gravy. Now, I call it cheats gravy because it's super quick. I'm not going to share the recipe with you today. Perhaps when I get a few more subscribers I will, but this is absolutely delicious. So let's get back to it. Okay guys, well, everything's coming along really good. We don't need all of the zucchini, just for the 2 of us. So one of the things that Jez does is she makes these wax wraps. Honestly, they're absolutely brilliant. Keeps food fresh for a very long time. So we'll just wrap this up. They can go away in the fridge, and I guarantee you that will still feel the same in 2 weeks' time. You put it in the crisper. The other thing I wanted to mention too, guys, is I prefer to use Japanese knives. This is a shun. They really are the master craftsmen when it comes to your kitchen knives. You can't have a good kitchen, not have a good kitchen knife. You really need to have one. The important thing too is, it really needs to be sharp, because you'll cut yourself worse with a blunt knife than you will with a sharp one. So that's where we're at the moment, guys. We'll just keep on going along. I also want to mention, I've had a subscriber ask me to do some Filipino food. So I'm going to do some research on it, and very soon we'll be cooking some Filipino dishes. So if anybody out there has got a dish they'd like to see me cook, drop us a line and let us know. Okay guys, everything's done. Veggies on the plate. Let's carve some meat. It looks absolutely sensational. It smells absolutely sensational. It's beautifully pink still inside. Filling it. Now for the gravy, guys. I'm not fancy when it comes to the gravy. I like mine basically over everything. Everyone's got a preference to what they want. I know Jez is pretty much the same as me. Nice bit of gravy. Look how thick and luxurious that is. As I said, this is what I call my cheats gravy, because there's very little work in it, but it tastes good. And no, it's not Magimix. I will not ever use a Magimix. You can never have enough gravy. Righto guys, almost done. Just want to say that we're going to have this with a nice Chris Ringland Barossa Shiraz. So we'll enjoy a glass of that with our dinner. Thanks guys. Don't forget, if you've got something you want to see me cook, one of your favourite recipes, then like and subscribe and we'll do it for you. So yeah, let us know. Cheers.